Hi, family. I am Nyakuiy, and I am back with another word. And today, ooh, child, I'm feeling very fidgety. The energy is very fidgety, like moving things around. I gotta go make this tea. I gotta do that. I gotta do this before I can settle down. And this is an energy I'm picking up in the collective of you're doing too much. You're doing too much, and you're doing too much. And you gotta settle down, settle into the energy. Stop trying to rush things. This period of time is designed for you and with you in mind. For what you need right now is the clarity that comes with stillness, the clarity that comes when you are still and you actually take that moment to acknowledge all of the things that you feel like you need to do and let them exist and let them be, and know that there will be a time when the tasks will be complete, right? All of the things on your checklists will be complete, but it doesn't have to be now, and it doesn't have to be all of them at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? That word was coming in through so strongly, y'all. I was like, what am I doing? Just get on the mic. Like, stop. And actually, I feel the energy just even more relaxed right now, which I love that. I love that for you. I love that frequency for you. Relax. Relax into your calling, relax into your path. Your path isn't, and your calling, and the thing that is going to, the many things, the many experiences that will bring you fulfillment, true soul fulfillment, don't need to be rushed, right? They don't need to be forced. Simply allow. So if you can relax even more in this present moment right now, that'll do your soul, your mind, your body some good. Okay? And as I get into our guiding messages here with Isis, it's talking about a past life. This situation involves your past life memories. This is deep. The energies. Let's just let this sit and calibrate. And I wanted to share something here anyway around the messages that come up and what I share. They're meant to activate you, right? They're meant to activate insights within yourself. They're meant to awaken something within you, right? This is a transference of light. Light awakens. Light is information, and your cells are listening. Your subconscious mind is listening, right? And there are things that I will share that will trigger an unfolding for you that is necessary for you. So I say all that to say thank you for being here. And if you are here, you're meant to be here and you're meant to receive this. And release the energy of avoidance. Because just as the energy I was picking up before I got into this reading, it was a lot of I gotta do this, that, and the third before I can settle down and get into this. And the spirit is like, no, you're just being in avoidance. Okay, I hear you. If you know, you know. And if you didn't know, you're gonna know. And that's why you're here, to receive that and to know that this isn't your only incarnation. Okay, I guess I gotta segue into that before I get into the deeper messages. But this isn't your only incarnation in this vessel or in this plane. Many vessels, but the essence is always the same. Okay, the essence of you always returns. returns for your own soul unfolding and your own evolution, right? At the end of the day, that's between you, your highest self, highest evolution of you, your God, your divinity. Yeah, the energy is coming in so strong I can't. It's also Mercury retrograde and all the other retrogrades. But what I'm saying is tapping into that essence will allow you to see, oh my gosh, I've been here before, and I've been here before, and I've been here before, and I've been here before. And so even with this repetition, this card, what I'm getting from it too is there's certain patterns that you've indulged in. They feel so familiar, and it's because you've been repeating them for many different incarnations, right? I know somebody felt that. That's why the energy is so strong behind it, right? There's certain patterns, certain energy dynamics, certain relationship dynamics that you find yourself in, right? Quote unquote, find yourself in. But it's the pattern that is cycling itself over and over and over. And you're going to get sick of this. You're going to get sick of yourself in a sense. You're going to get sick of always doing this and always repeating this, and you're going to catch this. You're going to be like, why do I keep doing this, right? And things are going to start to click and align from there when you start asking those questions, when you start recognizing the pattern, rather, when you become aware of these cycles that you're in. And what this is saying is like, there's a particular cycle in your life, the cycle that you're in currently is you're recognizing some of these patterns go way back. They're cyclical. And if that doesn't resonate for some, because I'm feeling this right now, this also has to do with many different past lives that you've lived in this lifetime. Because for what is coming up now, it's like for this particular group, you've worn many different hats, right? You've had many different marking experiences, like where there's a noticeable change of you've left one life behind and you're moving on to live a different life, right? Like there's something about how drastic it is, the change that you went through from one life to another. And it's almost as if you lived a completely different life, right? And so you've had many lives in this one life. And yet there's still a pattern that emerges underneath that you're working through. And it's the recognition that it's time to break the cycles. It's time to break the chains, because the past doesn't control you and the past doesn't have this hold on you. Okay. There's also a message in there too that some of you are cycling through things of your past, whatever you want to define that as. Things of your past are coming up, and you're asking, why is this coming up? Because it needs to, because there's something different you have to see about it. And not necessarily that you have to see about it, but also that it's almost like you're invited to see the level of growth that you've experienced so far in relationship to that thing, in relationship to that person, in a relationship to that experience. It's coming up again, so you can be aware of your evolution and how much you have a different response now to that thing, right? Person, place, whatever. So it's kind of a marker of your growth of sorts. It's like, hey, you've evolved, you are evolving, you're doing your work is working. The work that you're doing is working. And continue, because that's what matters at the end. It's the energy, it's the vibration you have, right? It's the alignment that you experience with the truth and not with the delulus. Okay. All right. getting into our other deck here. So as I was shuffling earlier, it was 6 cards that came through all at the same time. And I said, oh, it's a lot happening here. It's a lot happening at once. There's a tower moment where you feel, wow, okay. This tower moment may be related to this breaking of patterns, right? The tower moment was your experience of, oh my gosh, I've been living this and cycling through this pattern over and over and over and over. And you finally have this breakthrough moment, but that breakthrough moment came across like a breakdown, right? It felt like a breakdown, and it was a breakdown. But that's what allowed you to have that breakthrough, or what is going to allow you to have that breakthrough. The energy is percolating, I'm hearing. Let it percolate, right? Like I said, this is an activation of sorts. And so let it do what it do. More of this hangman energy. We've been getting this hangman energy a lot. Like I'm pretty sure the last 3 videos, it's always been about perspective shifts. And it's no different, because that's exactly what is breaking down. We have the swords energy strong here. You know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are swords, which have to do with mental faculties, which have to do with communication, which have to do with thoughts, which have to do with using your words to manifest and to create and to speak life or to speak death, right? What are you speaking, and is it bringing life? Is it life-giving? How are you using your words? So it's a lot around swords here. It's a lot about mental shifts. It's a lot about the mind. It's a lot about getting your mind to catch up to with where you are. And that's what the slowdown is here for. With this 4 of Swords, it's about slowing down and allowing yourself to align, allowing yourself to catch up to you. Okay. Some of you are not seeing so clearly. And it's okay. There's something there you're not seeing very clearly, and so that's what the slowdown is important. There, in your haste, you're missing some things. In your rush energy, you're missing some things. It's interesting, this 10 of Swords is here, and I was speaking on closing chapters and ending a particular way of life and creating new life, right? So there's this energy that's strong here about, I'm laying down this expression. I'm done living this way. I'm done living life this way. I want to live it another way. And so I'm going to, what this 10 of Swords energy is, kill that old version of me. I'm going to allow it to die. And I'm going to allow myself to evolve into this new way of being. And we have this Ace of Wands here, which is all about renewal, which is all about new life, new energy, new inspiration, new direction. And that's what you're calling in, and that's what's coming in. You know where you're going at the end of the day. You know what you're doing at the end of the day. And that's for you. That's for you to trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Trust in your path. Yes, there's a lot of fire energy as well in this deck. So there's a lot of inspiration and there's a lot of motivation and there's a lot of you're feeling good even amidst all of this, right? Because several things could be happening at the same time. Several realities could exist at the same time. You know, you're feeling you're continuing to feel this increase in confidence in your path and you're rearing to go, and it's this excitement energy that can almost be a little bit too excessive, and that's the part where you need to watch out and to slow down and allow yourself to be slowed down before you really get slowed down. You know, and what I mean by that is life will find a way to slow you down if you are not listening and taking those measurements to come to pause. With so much going on in your sphere, it's easy to make excuses for why you can't take a pause. They could be very valid, justifiable excuses, but at the end of the day, they're excuses. So, this new life is happening anyway. That's the golden message. And how beautiful that we end with new life and we begin with past life. And so, this is, I mean, just another synchronicity of patterns and cycles and karma that is ending, right? So that this new can begin. And it's going to change a lot in your material, your physical sphere, right? Things are going to happen quite rapidly as well as the energy, even though you're in the energy of being slowed down and of being present. There's still a lot happening. So flow with the flow, trust the process, trust the path before you. It's all going to be good at the end of the day. And you will overcome, you will triumph, and you will step out and step into the new energy dynamic. You can do it. You know it. You are gifted. That's interesting. That's a word that, but that's the energy that's coming up, is you're gifted in your ability to maneuver. And so you're flowing and you're gonna have the ability to flow through the circumstances. In other words, God doesn't give you something that you cannot handle. So trust in yourself and trust in your ability and trust in your capacity, your capability, moving forward with what life is going to bring you, and enjoy. Enjoy. Continue to be in the energy of enjoyment along the way. Okay? There's nuggets of wisdom, there's pearls of wisdom for you to receive along the way, and presence is what allows you to catch them. All right? So this message feels really complete. Again, receive what you will, release what is unnecessary. I'm excited to do this again with you as I close out. I'm feeling really good. Share this love with you. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon.